What is up, you guys? Happy Wednesday. It's your boy Marc Proctor, aka Doc Proc, here to discover tips, tricks, and motivation to help get you through the rest of your working week. And on today's episode, I had the pleasure of interviewing Paul Iacobazzi. Paul is an automotive award-winning salesman and sales manager coming with over 30 years of experience. He's done the time, he's put in the work, he's made the money. Now, his mission is to give back, uplifting, empowering, and educating those who want to follow in his footsteps. Within the last 7 years through the Auto Trainer, Paul has trained well over 1,200 candidates. 265 of them are now top sellers within the BC automotive industry. In our full-length interview, we covered a number of topics, such as what TLC actually means, why the sale begins after the sale, and how constant and never-ending improvement can help you up your game. But for today's episode, he's gonna be sharing why cash is king, and it's not what you think. Stay locked in for episode 11 of #Wisdom Wednesdays.
No.
Give us an example of how you concretely improved on your perseverance skills. Like, what's something that maybe you train individuals when you're training them to get into the sales industry? Like, how do you say, listen, this is how you actually improve upon your perseverance skill set?
Okay, so I'm going to give you some great tips today. I hope your audience has got a big notepad and a pen. I hope they're writing this down.
Well, I definitely do.
Oh, you are. Good for you. Let's start with KASH. K-A-S-H. K is for knowledge. A is for attitude. S is for skills. And H is for habits. So whatever you do in your life, you have to have knowledge. Knowledge is power. So the ability for me to persevere, Mark, was I watched a lot of videos. You may know some of these names back in the 80s, Brian Tracy, Zig Ziglar, Wayne Dyer. These are the legends, Jim Rohn. These are the legends. And of course, you probably read this book. I'm going to guess you have. Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. Have you read that book?
Definitely.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I've read that book 5 times. By the way, the best way to read a book of learning, one chapter at a time. Read one chapter, put it away, take a yellow highlighter, highlight some of the points the next day, and then go on to the next chapter. And so that's what I did with these videos. So I watched a lot of these videos. So I worked at a gym. As I mentioned, I was in the fitness business. A buddy of mine owned a gym. They had these wonderful videotapes. So during my break, I'd watch Brian Tracy, Zig Ziglar, Wayne Dyer, a gentleman named Leo Buscaglia. He was Italian. He had a lot of passion and a lot of energy. And I liked his energy. He talked about love and giving and emotion. And so I combined all these wonderful pioneers that were teaching me basically, like you just mentioned, how to persevere, because I didn't know how. How do you do it? Well, you've got to learn. So invest in yourself and learn through books, through videos. And today, there's so many wonderful things on YouTube. All you do is Google it, right? And you can learn. So really, there's opportunities today for the young generation to learn all that they want, but embrace the learning. Don't just go through the motions of learning. Take notes, and as I mentioned, read books one chapter at a time, and just embrace all the things that you're learning. A for attitude. You have to have a positive attitude. When you go to work, let it be felt and seen by others. First impressions are lasting impressions. And S for skills. So you have to hone your skill sets. So I always compare selling to, for example, an apprentice. If a young fellow was working on a car, he's going to start off with just oil and lube. And then eventually he'll get into brakes, and he'll get into transmissions. And so I think that being a sales professional takes 4 years. So hone your skills and work at your skills and improve constantly. And finally, H for habits. Get into very good habits and follow a process. So in my training, the Auto Trainer, I have an online program, it's 5 days. And through this program, what I teach people are the concepts to understand that you have to hone your skills and improve in your habits. I talk about getting to work early, leave a little bit later, make your phone calls after your shift, follow up, because shortcuts equals pay cuts. So follow the trail to the sale and follow a process.
Knowledge, attitude, skills, and habits. concept should not be foreign to you. This should be common sense, but we all know that in today's society, common sense is not always common practice. Whether it's this Saturday morning for an hour, where you're taking Terry Lee's advice and working on your self-development, ask yourself, which one of these are you excelling at, and which ones do you need to make consistent improvements for yourself on? If you're dissatisfied with yourself and where you're at now, and know you're not at your full potential, cash is king, baby. Marc Proctor,